Hello, good morning. It is Monday the 19th of February. Today I'm basically just going to be doing another reading vlog. Kind of just like a casual, accumulative, everything I read in a standard week. So I'm not going to like pick books specifically for it. I'm just going to kind of take you through what I'm reading, what's going on. I'm in a bit of a weird reading mood right now. I'm just gonna get straight into it. I can't be bothered with a long intro. I feel like my intros have been dragging recently. I'm in a bit of a weird reading mood right now. I like want to read. That was weird. I had a bit of a frog on throat. I want to read, but I don't know what I want to read. Nothing's really pulling me. Nothing's grabbing my attention. Specifically, nothing on my TBR is pulling my attention. I'll show you my TBR. This is what she is looking like. So we have the Kingmaker over there, which I started and DNF'd because it just wasn't hitting and I just wasn't gonna finish the whole thing. And with Ash, which to be honest, I'm just not. I have a busy week next week. Like I'm going to a wedding and to a concert. I just don't need to have that halfway through while I'm trying to do real life things. And then Daisy Hades, I just read Magnolia Parks. To be honest, I shouldn't have put them both on my February TBR because I knew that I wouldn't get straight to it. I feel like with those books, I really love them, so I like to only read them when I want to. I'm not going to make myself read them. And then Play With Me, Becca Mac. I absolutely love this series. It's the Playing for Keeps series. It's my favourite hockey romances. I loved the first book. Loved the third. This is the second book and I actually DNF'd it when I first read it. So I read the first book, Consider Me, like right back when I first started reading, loved it, went straight into this one after and I DNF'd it because I just got bored. So when I got the new covers of the books, because I loved the first one so much I wanted the new covers, I went straight to the third one to read and I loved that. So now I have to go back to this one and I'm like, oh, I just don't know if I'm gonna like it. I obviously DNF'd it previously and I'm just a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But I just need to try it, and if I don't, then I can DNF it and just put it on my shelf and it's fine, it doesn't matter. But I don't feel like it right now. What I ended up picking up yesterday was this book, which, very interesting cover going on. It's Starling House. This is the outer thing, which is really interesting. It's like plastic. Isn't that weird? And like clear. But yeah, Starling House by Alex E. Harrow. I'm about 50-ish pages through, I think. The pages take so long to read. I swear I read like a decent chunk of this yesterday and only got through 50 pages. So yeah, but it is beautiful and it's very different from what I'm used to reading, so I'm not enjoying it. I feel like I need something a bit different, a bit fresh. To be honest, I filmed my like 24-hour reading vlog Wednesday, Thursday last week, and today's Monday, so that's 3 or 4 days ago, give or take, whatever you want to fucking say. 3 or 4 days, I don't know. And I just haven't really been able to get into a book since then. The Kingmaker I actually read right at the end of that, like 50 pages of it, 25 pages of it, and then I got to like nearly 100 pages and was like, I'm just not interested in this, I don't care. Which is a shame because I bought the book. Pissed off about it, but it's fine. I'm going to continue with Starling House for now. We'll see how we do. Hopefully in this video we will see me pick up a book that I really love, because right now I'm in a weird mood. I want to read, like I'm not like, I need a break, but nothing is calling my name. Nothing on my little cart is calling my name. And nothing like on Kindle's calling my name. Nothing's really calling my name. Oh, I just thought of something that could call my name. I just thought maybe we could endeavour into the next book in the Boys of Tommen series. Because I read Binding 13 and I think I'm getting sick. Can you hear it in my voice? Like I sound really nasally. And like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's gonna sound weird. I read Binding 13 and Keeping 13 on my Kindle. So I could potentially get the next book on my Kindle and read that. I've been having a lot of debate with myself lately about whether or not I should buy those books because they're fucking huge. They take up so much space, but I really do love that series. But also, they're so long, it makes more sense to just get them on the Kindle, doesn't it? I'll do that. That's not confirmed though. Who knows? For now, I'm gonna stick with this. Hello, it is about 6 p.m. and I haven't really done that much reading today. I'm on page 76 now, chapter 10. To be honest, I feel like Starling House, this is a very different book than like my usual taste. It's kind of creepy and eerie, but also very like well written. I don't know, it's making me feel a bit strange, to be honest. It's like an interesting mix of like reality and like, is this kind of like a fantasy? Like, is there a magical element, or is it, demonic? I don't fucking know. I think I'm gonna let it take me longer to read. I think I'm not gonna try and like finish this super quickly. I mean, it's not long at all. I've read 70 something pages and I'm already a good chunk through. I think it's about 300 pages, but I'm thinking maybe I should pick up something else to kind of, you know, go back and forth between. I'm not sure though. I'll leave that to tomorrow if I do that. But Starling House, like in terms of plot, you're basically meeting this girl who is, well, she's like 26. She's not like a young girl. Well, yeah, that's like young, but she's a grown woman, whatever. Is having to look after her little brother who she wants to send to like a really good school. So she needs to make a bunch of money basically. And one thing that they love to tell you in here is that she's a liar. She has learnt to lie. She's learnt to trick, to whatever, blah, 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 to get where she needs to go kind of thing. But she has this weird like pull to Starling House, which is like, they literally describe it in this book as it's like Boo Radley's house in like To Kill a Mockingbird. Like it's the big scary house that everybody like tells stories about in this little town. But she always feels really drawn to it, and she ends up going there. And I mean, we're still in the first 70 pages, if I can tell you. She ends up going there. She's around it a lot for whatever reason, and it's just an odd thing. I don't really know what's going on. I can't tell if there is like a demonic or magical element, or if it's like, I don't see how I don't know, it's confusing. But yeah, it's weird. And the guy who lives in Starling House is very strange. It's all very strange. I feel like it's like kind of going over my head a bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm tired. But yeah, I'm not like disliking it, but I'm not reading it at the pace that I would usually read. But to be fair, I think the quality, like this book takes a bit more digesting. You can't just fly through the writing, you kind of gotta actually read it, which I don't usually have to do in my books. Hello, party people. I am so sorry. Let me push this down. It's my laptop. It's, I guess, the next day. I don't remember the last time I filmed. I'm like kind of like feeling like this was a bad week to film this, because I'm in a weird reading. I think I'm in a little bit of I'm not going to call it a slump. Maybe it's a slight, what's a bit less than a slump? It's like half of a slump. Like, because I want to read, like I'm not like, but nothing sounds good. I feel like I should read something on the Kindle. I feel like that's easier. Maybe I should reread something. I might do some research. See if I can find something that I'm interested in. I just need to read something good. And like, by good I mean bad. Like bad good. Like kind of shit. Like this is like just good. Like this is just like a good book that's like for intelligent people. And as fun as that is, like it's not fun actually at all. Blah. not reading enough of this book, which is weird because reading's meant to be fun. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I read up to chapter 14. I actually do like it. It's just not at all something I'm used to reading. It's just like nothing has really happened. Nothing has really happened. But I am like getting through it now, so that's good. I have had this sudden urge to read Harry Potter. Will that happen? Won't that happen? No one knows. No one knows. I cannot stress enough that no one has the answers to that question. But I am considering reading the first Harry Potter book right now because that does sound good. Hello, I have not read anything at all today. It's Wednesday. I'm really not doing well this week reading wise. Like, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. So right now I am gonna, I think, start a new book, like just see if I can get into something. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I'm debating between starting Play With Me. I think I told you about this earlier in the video. I DNF'd this when I first tried to read it, so I kind of maybe want to try again since I love the other books in the series, but I'm just not sure. I don't think I'm really in the mood for this. It's very long. Like, this is like a over 500-page romance, which is just too much, too long in my opinion. So I was also thinking about maybe rereading Addicted to You for a bit. That could be fun. Go back to the start because I've been waiting for Some Kind of Perfects to arrive for months. I pre-ordered it on Waterstones and it's still not come out. I don't know when it's meant to come out. It'll show up my door and I'll know it's out in the UK. So yeah, I'm thinking I might reread this. Or at least like start a few chapters, see, you know. Okay, people, I am one chapter into Addicted to You and I'm feeling like this was a good choice. It's so weird to be back at the start of this story. Already it just feels so strange. These feel like completely different characters, but also like it's a fun experience reading it, knowing what they're going to become and like hearing about their different relationships with different people, like what they were at this point, knowing what it's going to become, like knowing things that are coming, and it's just very interesting. Like, it's hard to just even imagine that Lily and Lo aren't like just the most in love people you've ever seen in your life. But that's, you know, they're not together yet, really. That's not, if you consider that a spoiler, that's fucked, because what do you think the rest of the series is? I'm enjoying it for one chapter, so I'm happy. I'm happy because things are going to go right now. Things were going wrong and now this is going to go right. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, this just broke in half. That's not okay. Good morning, party people. I look a little bit interesting today because I've gone for braids, which is not my usual hair look, and they're not really sitting right. I'm downstairs. I'm actually right now listening to a playlist with all of Niall Horan's songs on it, because I don't know if I've mentioned in this video, but I'm going to Niall Horan concert next Tuesday, so like less than a week, and I am very familiar with his Heartbreak Weather album. I know every single song on that, love every single song on that, zero skips in my opinion. If I could go to a concert with just that album, I would 100%, but that's not what it is, it's the show. So I looked up his set list and I made an album of the set list, but then I saw a couple people saying, I think he's changing up songs like a lot. Or he said, like, you know, he's going to change up a lot of the songs, and I imagine it won't differ that much from the set list. But the idea of being at a concert and like for an artist that I love and not knowing a song is embarrassing and stupid to me. For me personally, I've just put all of his music in and out in a playlist and I'm listening to it, and honestly, banger after banger after banger. Incredible music. I feel like I shouldn't say Niall Horan is slept on, because he was literally in the biggest boy band the world has ever did see. But solo music, give it a whirl. It's fantastic. It's a bop every time. But why I started filming this is because I just got some books in the post. Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. This is her new release, which I love Elle Kennedy books, like her Avalon Bay series. I enjoyed all those books. I really, really enjoyed them. So I'm excited about trying this. I have that, and then I also got Saving Six, the next book in Boys of Toman series. I went back and forth about whether, I feel like I said this in this video, about whether I was going to get a physical copy or just get it on like Kindle. The Kindle book is like over £5, so this book is only a few more pound. So I'm gonna just buy the book. Like, if it was cheaper on the Kindle, then maybe I would get the Kindle one, but you know. So now I need to get the first two as well, because I need to have this complete series. If I'm gonna have some of the physical books, I need all of them. This book isn't actually as long as I like expected it to be. I mean, it's 600 pages, but it's not like, but I know that Binding 13 and Keeping 13 are longer, but this, like, I can read this manageably. I'm just gonna need to like crack the spine up a bit, which is gonna be kind of upsetting, but I need to. Like, it's a fucking massive book. And like, let's be real, I read Court of Mist and Fury paperback and I was fine. I read Court of Silver Flames paperback and I was fine. So these will be fine. If I'm maybe gonna start Saving Six today, because this sounds really good to me right now. I know I'm reading Addicted to You, but that's a reread, so I feel like I could just like go in and out of that. Although I'm already doing that with Starling House, so I don't know if I want to do that. But then again, this series, like, I feel like because it's so long, it's not one that I'm gonna like constantly be like, oh yeah, I could read that. So the fact that I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good right now, makes me think I should just read this. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I explained that very well. But yeah, I'm thinking about it, because I just opened to a random page and I was like, oh, that sounds good. What they were talking about. Let me just read you what I just read. You know what? I think you do care, she called after me. In fact, I think you do like me. You like me, and that's why you act how you do. That's why you riled my father up about Paul tonight. I'm right, aren't I? You like me. Of course I fucking liked her. She was the first thing my eyes landed on when I walked through the entrance of Ballylagan these words, I love them, community school last September, and the only face I constantly saw out since. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. But 3 books at once, like, that's not very me. So I'm listening to The Love Hypothesis on audiobook like every now and again. Did I mention that? So that's 4 books. Oh no. That's a really bad idea, but oh no. This is discombobulating. What do? I could put down Addicted to You because it's a reread and it's like not a big deal. We'll see.
Babe, Chloe Walsh is Delulu. Love the woman, but she's honestly trying to convince me that this 11-year-old Irish boy actually just said, "This country is backwards, Darren. You know that," I argued. "Yeah, it's getting better now, but we both know that the foundations on which our laws are built have a lot less to do with common sense than religion." Babe, what 11-year-old Irish boy do you know to produce that sentence? I don't know any, personally.
Okay, I am 50 pages roughly through. I don't know how many chapters I'm through because it doesn't say chapters. It just has like a chapter title. It doesn't say how many chapters. But I feel like this is either the 3rd or the 4th. I'm loving it. I forgot how good Chloe Walsh's writing is. It's just really engaging and like interesting and very dialogue based, which I love. Just give me all the dialogue. I don't need any explanation. So I'm very excited, and I'm loving both Joey and Ether so far. That's how you pronounce her name, right? Ether. I feel like I know that to be true. I'm loving both of them so far. I'm so glad that I've waited as long as I have to read this, because I know how I am with like series like this when they change perspectives. Especially if I really love the first like people that it's in the perspective of, which I did, Johnny and Shannon. I absolutely love Johnny and Shannon. I'm gonna struggle to like connect with another set of POVs. I don't know why I'm like that, I just am. But I've given like it enough time that I feel like I can like look at this on its own and not just like be searching for Johnny and Shannon, you know?
Guys, I don't know whether to sob, scream. I literally reading this just went like this. This isn't a spoiler at all, because this this goes on before Binding 13, but the timeline is like, fine, this isn't a spoiler. You'll find out pretty immediately when you start this series that the family that these poor kids are in is just the worst thing. In fact, this is a trigger warning, child abuse, trigger warning, spousal abuse, triggered. This is really pissing me off. It's hard because you have so much sympathy for their mother on one hand, but then on the other hand, you just can't understand how you can be so cruel to your own children. To be so cruel to say what their mother has just said to Joey in this, considering the fact that she has done nothing to protect her children from the monster that is their father. Not that she can, because she can't protect herself from him. That's the dichotomy here, because on one hand you understand that this is that she is being abused in this scenario, but like, how could you be so cruel? How could you be so cruel to say that? If you want to know what I'm talking about, like if you've read it before, I am 57 pages in. Just going into a chapter now, you know why. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe she just said that. What a hurt. What a hurt woman. Hurt people, apparently. I gotta fucking jump on a plane and get out of this house, because I've got the zoomies. That's given me rage. Wow. Oh, 50 something pages in and we're already pulling this out of me. I'm in a fantastic mood. This is a wondrous occasion because I'm absolutely loving this book. I am nearly 300 pages through it, and it, like, I don't feel like I've been reading like crazy, you know. I've just been reading when I want to, and it's fantastic. I don't even, do I like it even more than Binding 13, Keeping 13? I don't know. I feel like I still probably have a soft spot for Joey and Shannon, but I love Joey and Shannon. I mean, what's his name? Johnny and Shannon. Johnny and Joey. Why are you doing that to me? No, Joey is an icon. I honestly feel so bad for him. I could cry. I really, really like Ether. I was kind of concerned that I wouldn't be able to like connect her character, since I always struggle when you see like little parts of someone else's character in another book. I know for some people like that because they're like, oh, I can't wait to like see more of them. But for me, I just like, if they're framed as a side character, as like a little, you know, I find it hard to get into their storyline because I'm like, you were just a side character. Like, I'm so confused. I don't know what that says about me, but she's actually great. She's an icon. I do love her. There are some like really cringe, like ridiculous scenes. Like one of them was like they were at school in home economics, like in like the like cooking class, and she got pissed off about something she did, so she poured a bottle of washing up liquid on his head, and then he got pissed off because she did that, and he put her in the sink, turned on the cold water, and she was like, I'm cold, please, literally cold, please help me out. And then he's like, oh, fine, I'll get you out, and she's stuck in the sink. So the most ridiculous thing you've ever read. But other than like little bits like that, it's really, really good. I'm really enjoying myself, and I think I need to get the next book so I can continue. I also really want to buy Finding 13, Keeping 13 now, so I can have them really bad. I really try not to do that, but I love this series, so I feel like I can justify it to myself. And I also have a Waterstones gift like voucher thing from Christmas, and there's nothing else I want to buy from Waterstones, so I feel like I could justify it by doing that. I know it's excessive because I've read them on the Kindle, but I really love this series and I don't want to have half of it. I'm already nearly 300 pages through, and this is the second day I'm reading it, and it's 12 o'clock, so I'm racing through it. Isn't it great? Because I started off this week like, nothing's really working, like I'm not really interested. I kind of want to read, but nothing's pulling my attention. This book is so good because, well, multiple reasons, but one that I'm talking about right now is because this takes place before the first book in the series, like timeline wise. So I keep coming to points and being like, oh my god, I want to talk about that, but I don't want to ruin the book. But it doesn't ruin anything because this is the third book. If you read the first book, you would already know, and you would know this stuff from the first, like literally 20 pages. Incredible. So I'm like 337 pages in to be exact, just flying through it. It's so good. Joey, he just ate. He really ate them all up. So Shannon, as you'll find out in the first book, Binding 13, pretty immediately, terribly bullied in her school. Like, those girls are vicious, vile. And Joey's just gone, there's nothing I can do. I can't beat up these girls. Like, I can't do that. So he's just gone to this girl's older brother and said, and fucking choked him out and gone, your sister can take this as a warning. If she keeps fucking with Shannon, I will kill you. He ate that. He actually ate that all right up. He ate them up. Joey might be my favourite character. Like, he's just... Oh, me and my sister went into town and I had a Waterstones gift voucher, so I did buy some books. Do you want to see what I got? I'm very excited. These I got these two from The Works, actually. The Works, if you don't know, if you're not from England, is a store that sells books very cheap, so I like to go there first before I go to a Waterstones, just in case. I got done and dusted. This is just a beautiful cover and people say it's good, so I wanted to read it, and I'm going on holiday at the end of March. Yeah, I'm going on holiday at the end of March, so I thought this could be a good one. Also, Wildfire, Hannah Grace. I haven't read this yet, and it was cheap, so I wanted to pick it up. I've read Ice Speaker, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give this a try. Again, I thought it would be a good holiday book because it's nice and small. The Pièce de Résistance, I got these from Waterstones with a voucher, so it was free. Binding 13 and redeeming 6 because they didn't have keeping 13. I would have got it if they had it, but I had to pick up at least redeeming 6 because I'm gonna wanna, I think, get straight into this when I finish. Saving 6. So now I have both of them. Isn't that incredible? So one thing that is really confusing though to me is this book is about 600 pages long. This book's like 900 and they're literally the same size. I think it's that the paper in this one is a lot thinner, but I just think that's weird. Like, they're literally the same size, but this has 300 more pages. Sure. But I'm very happy. I just need to get keeping 13 and then we're away. Oh, they're so pretty. They just take up so much space, but they're so pretty. I didn't realise I was getting into that right now. Oh my god, I just got assaulted. One, oh, whoa. I take that back. Okay. This is so red. I think it's warm in my house. I don't know why my face is so red, but Gibbsy and Johnny, little pop up. I need to read Binding 13 again. Like, I actually do. I'm actually sick. I'm having such a good time, but I need to get back in here pretty much immediately. And we just open this up to a random page and just get started because like I was kind of debating back and forth in my head. Like I was like, oh, which couple, which characters am I like more loving? I feel like I've kind of told you again and again, I have a soft spot for Johnny and Shannon, but like I'm really loving this, so I don't know. That little sneak peek, yeah, no, Johnny and Shannon are gonna do it every single time. Not even that they were together, but just seeing Johnny just reminded me, oh yeah, I forgot how much you just kill it, you eat it up every single time. Oh, I'm sick in the head. I'm just gonna start rotating these books. This is the only series I'm ever gonna read again. Just rotated. Is this gonna be a 5-star? Like, seriously, is this gonna be a 5-star? What does a 5-star mean? Because is this book perfect? No. Am I obsessed? Yes. I usually go like, it's gotta be perfect. Like, oh, perfect's the wrong way of putting it, but it's gotta be like really special. I have about 50 pages. Yeah, about 50 pages left of Saving 6. I'm gonna finish that off this morning, and then it's Saturday, so I think I will continue this until Sunday. Maybe start redeeming 6. Oh, should I take a break? I don't know, we'll see. I might have to just go straight into redeeming 6, although that's 900 pages, so that would be a lot. I don't know, we'll see. Guys, I just finished Saving 6. Oh my god. This book is so good. A 5-star, by the way, I've decided. And in my mind, I'm reinstalling Binding and Keeping 13 as 5 stars, because no way can I say that this is a 5-star and say that they aren't. Honestly, the emotion coming out of this book, I felt it in every single page. It was like so intense. And I felt it with the first one, like the difficulty of the situation that these kids are in. Like, because I feel like part of me was like, just go, like, you need to go to the police, just go to the police, da 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 da. But then you hear their reasoning and you understand why they feel they can't, and every adult or like figure in their life has told them you can't, like, you can't get out of this situation, you've got no other choice, and every other adult in their life is just turned a complete blind eye. Everybody's felt them, these poor fucking kids. I could scream about it. I could scream about it. Joey is such a saint. I was sitting downstairs, my mum was watching TV, and I was just finishing the book off, and I started crying. She's like, why the fuck are you crying? I'm like, he just bought his little brother, it was Christmas Day, and his little brothers were like telling him about the presents they got, and his oldest little brother was clearly like disappointed because the present he'd got, and it's from like the children's charity, like it's not from their family, it was clearly something too young for him, like it was too young for him. And Joey had gotten them presents, and they were in his room, and they went up and got their presents, and his little brother, who's like kind of a punk, like he's not really, you know, affectionate or sweet, like gave him a hug and was like, yeah, Santa's the best. And I just started crying because Joey thinks but he tells him that he's just not good and a bad guy, and he's, you know, and he's just not. He's the sweetest, the best. Wow. Okay, it is Saturday, so I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up another book today. I probably will. I might pick up Redeeming 6. Ooh, I might pick that up right now. I'll read the back, maybe I don't know. Should I pick? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna have like a little break maybe, or maybe a long break, but I'll probably see you tomorrow or later today. But this was incredible. Guys, I don't know what to do next. Like, do I just start this? It's 900 and... How many pages? It's 900 and something pages. Like, I've just read 600 pages about this fucking couple. I don't know. I really want to though, because I just like did the thing where you like straighten out the book, and I kept seeing Johnny and Shannon's names, and like I saw some Gibbsy, I saw some Claire, like all of the people, and I know that this book is going to be along the same timeline as Binding and Keeping 13. Like, oh, do I just read it? I don't know. Like, is that really like kind of irresponsible? It's going to put me in a slump. But who cares? It's for fun. It's reading. Also, I am conscious of the fact that I really want to finish this. Like, I really don't want to DNF it. I want to get this done because I just want to give it its fair shot. Like, give something new a try. Because I know that I'm not going to love it as much as like all these really fun books that are just really fun to read. But like, I really want to give it like a good try. It's... Maybe I'll read a couple chapters of this now to make myself feel better. And then I can then I can read this. I feel like I said this to you, but I'm still so confused about the fact that like this book is clearly longer than this book from your view. No, it's not. This book's longer than this book. These pages are the thinnest pages I have ever seen in my life. If I just hold it straight, you'd go right through that. So weird.
Somebody had a haircut, and now they are so tiny. He's the tiniest boy.
Okay, hello everybody. It is Sunday. I didn't film anymore yesterday, and I did not start Redeeming 6 yesterday either. I think I'm going to start this today, probably later, because I have such a busy day. I didn't even realise how much stuff I had to still get done before next week. Like I said, I've got a very busy week. I'm going to be not at home for the whole week. I have a lot of stuff to prepare for the start of the month. I'll probably start tonight if I get all my stuff done. And then I'm planning on like taking this with me. And hopefully this will like keep me throughout the week. Also probably going to keep Starling House with me and read it whenever I feel like being smart. beyond excited to get into this, because just from the little parts that I've seen, we're getting all of the characters from Binding 13, Keeping 13 that I loved so much. Johnny, Shannon, Claire, Gibbsy, and yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. I had, what a week. What an incredible week. We started off really down in the dumps, not knowing what we were doing, not really being able to find anything to read, and then we ended the week with a fucking 5-star book. That just goes to show, keep your spirits up, and you never know when a book's gonna hit. I'm just gonna wrap this up here. Like I said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks, that's all I gotta say. Bye.